The most dangerous thing about a covert narcissist is their ability to feign empathy. If you are in a problem, they won't abandon you. They'll come to you with teary eyes, showing fake care, compassion, and concern. They will use different masks to make you think they are a good person, only for you to get abused later, because they are initially very good. As time passes and as the devaluation begins, they show their real nature. What sets them apart from an empath, though? How can we tell if you are dealing with a covert narcissist or a true empath? Let's find out in today's episode. I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. A very happy new year to you. Today's topic is 5 hidden differences between a covert narcissist and an empath. If that sounds interesting, please consider subscribing to my channel because your subscription can help in spreading a lot of awareness about narcissistic abuse. Difference number one: covert narcissists pretend to be humble, while as true empaths are actually humble. A covert narcissist will act like, oh, it's not a big deal. They'll say, I don't think I'm special or I have done something worthy of appreciation. It's just something, anybody can do. But deep down, they'll do it with an expectation of you trying to say, oh, no, 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 don't put yourself down. You are special. You truly have done great. You are a rescuer. You are a savior. Here are the labels, here are the accolades, here are the achievements, the trophies. We praise you, we pray to you. You are the best person we have got in this company, in this group, in this family. Be proud of yourself. That is how they want to be taken care of. While as if you compare that behavior with an empath, you will see true humility. They do not have any intentions of weaponizing it. When they say, oh, I don't think it's so special, they truly feel small inside. They feel like anybody could have done it, and you can see it on their face. When a covert narcissist self deprecates, you can see a smirk on their face. They patiently wait like their wolf lurking in the shadows for your supply, for you to come in and say, no, 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 you're wrong. While as an empath will just won't tolerate your appreciation if they're unhealed. An empath will want to hide. Yeah, it's fine. You take the credit. They'll be okay with the fact that you are being taken care of or you are being praised. They only do things for your benefit. Bottom line, a covert narcissist will extract supply in this scenario in a hidden way. They will wait for your validation. If you do not uplift them, if you agree with them, they will all of a sudden rage at you. That's the biggest sign. They'll be passive aggressive because you did not play the role. Behavior number two: a covert narcissist rescues only to hold power over you, while as a true empath doesn't rescue but only helps, kind of saves the other person because they feel that's the right thing to do. A covert narcissist may offer you help. Let's say financially, they'll be there for you, they'll listen to you, they'll give you what you want. Let's say you have been through a very difficult divorce lately and you meet somebody who is actually a covert narcissist. In the beginning, they make it seem like they're a reliable source of support. You can open up, you can share anything you want to, and you will fully do so. You tell them, I also lost my father recently. I'm not doing okay. I'm all over the place. You just fall apart because you feel they are the safe presence, that they can hold that space for you, that they can contain the chaos. But they do it only to win your trust. Whenever a covert narcissist or any type of narcissist for that matter goes into a situation or does something, they do it with an outcome in mind. When they offer help, they know the outcome is to make you think they are a great person. They enjoy seeing themselves through your eyes. They project their best version into your head and like the fact that you're living in that fantasy. Later on, when time comes, they will hold that over your head. For example, they'll say, oh, don't you remember when I did this for you, when I was there for you, and now that we are having issues, now that I have made a mistake, I cheated on you and you are leaving me? What about my pain? What if I was struggling as well? Did I leave you back then? That's weaponization. I'll give you a practical example. I'll tell you what my mother did. My mother would always tell me, "Oh, you should be thankful. How can you be so rude to me? I'm the same mother who rescued you from your father. I could have left you. I didn't." And the crazy thing is, she's talking about something that I can't even recall. I was really young. She says, "Oh, there was a big problem between my father and her, and they said, let's divorce." And she blames it on me. She says, "I only sacrificed myself for you. I stayed because for you." Well, I didn't ask for that. I didn't create those dynamics. How is it my fault? And that's how she used that rescue card against me. "Oh, I rescued you, and now your responsibility is to worship my ego, to be my psychological slave, to never say no, to always take care of my orders, to be in fear, to be obliged to serve me." That is how it works. But with empaths, that's not a thing. When an empath truly helps you, when they're there for you, they even self sacrifice. They'll give you financial resources, they will fix your career, they'll fix your debt, they will do everything they can to create a balance in your life. I have seen this all the time. When an empathetic woman is married to a narcissistic husband, she comes in and realizes that his life is a total mess. His credit. She takes care of the house. She keeps it running. She raises his children. She goes out and works. She takes care of the finances. He just earns, relaxes, and abuses her. That's it. And she keeps sacrificing. There is no covert narcissism in there. She only expects better treatment, which unfortunately she never gets. Number three, when a covert narcissist listens, it is a performance. But when an empath listens, they truly listen with their heart, not to give you answers, but to just make you feel safe. I can give you an example of my mother because she is a big covert narcissist. She would listen to people with curiosity, only to agree with them and say, "Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah." And then all of a sudden, she would make it about herself. Listening is weaponized, it's self centered. She'll say, "Oh, yeah, but you know what? I had a bigger problem. My brother, and this is what happened, and that is what happened." She will have her entire story ready, leaving that person feeling stranded or confused. Like, what is it? I opened up and I am raw, I'm crying, I'm vulnerable. Instead of consoling me or saying anything positive, she or he is telling me their own story. I just don't understand how it works. And then I have witnessed it. My mother would twist it around, start crying. The person who first opened up would then console her. That's crazy. I don't know. It's not mathing, it's not coming together. They opened up to you because they expected you to say something nice or just listen, but you made it about yourself. You turn it about your pain, which is non existent, so that you secure the status of being the biggest victim in the room. An empath doesn't do so. They have a miraculous listening power. Just by mere listening, they can offer healing space to others. A lot of people say this when they are in presence of a true empath who is heart centered. They say, "I feel so light. I feel so connected. Just that you have listened to me. Yes, I have talked about this before to others, but I don't know why in your presence it feels something has shifted inside me." It is the energetic impact that a narcissist can never ever fake or replicate. Do you agree with me? Let me know in the comments. Number four, a covert narcissist's emotional overwhelm centers around them, while as a true empath goes to great lengths to help you and to resolve the root cause. Let me explain. A covert narcissist pretends to be so affected by other people's problems. "Oh, I know what it is like to be in your position, and this, that, and the other." The classic narcissistic saying, "I couldn't sleep last night. I can't tell you, I was just in tears. I was thinking about you. I was wondering how you are handling it all. I don't know." My mother would tell the same dialogue to me again and again in the beginning stages of no contact. "I couldn't sleep all night because I was thinking about you. Was that true? Hell no. I have evidence for that. But she just used to say it. Why? Because it was self centered. Even that, what was happening back then, was about her, that I am in pain. Come rescue me. You can't do this to me. So when they're concerned about others, it's a pseudo concern. It's all about them. It comes back to them because nothing exists in their world except their false ego. When an empath is met with a situation like this, they try to find the root cause. Why is it going on? What have I done? What do I need to know? How can I be different? How can we maintain a relationship on your terms? How can I improve? I'm so sorry. They feel so much guilt and they do anything they can. They go to therapy. They go to therapy with you as well to fix the situation. And you see a lot of improvement. When they feel concerned about others, you will see a reflection of that everywhere in their life. There is a consistency in the expression of their pain. They're not selectively hurting. They're not hurting while you're talking to them or while people are watching. No, they hurt when they're with others and they hurt as well when nobody is seeing. We call it congruence, which covert narcissists do not have at all. Behavior number 5, and a very interesting one. Covert narcissists are extremely critical and judgmental. True empaths are accepting and compassionate, majorly accepting. Covert narcissists are hypersensitive to criticism. They can get easily hurt. My referential experience is my mother. You could just breathe differently and she would take it personally. She would perceive it as an insult. The only response you would get from her would be silent treatment, or she wouldn't even make eye contact with you. She'll just discard you right in that moment. These covert narcissists may be accepting, will say things like, oh, that's okay, that's fine, it's totally normal. But behind your back, they'll ridicule you, they'll mock you, they'll put you down, they'll judge you, they'll criticize you. That is the public versus private persona, the difference. My mother in public would be so accepting of others. Oh, there is no difference between these two kids. She's a teacher, by the way. Oh, every child here is like my own child. But behind their back, she would tell us stories about one child in the class comparing him or her with the other child and then talking about the families they come from and laughing at their backgrounds. Empaths may not be able to accept themselves as they are, but they generally are very accepting of others. They're kind, they're nurturing, they're forgiving. If they see flaws in you, they see them as opportunities to grow. They say, it's fine, you're a human being, so what? I'm okay. They focus on the positives, completely ignoring the negative impact of the flaws or the bad habits. They see you as a sum total of everything that you're made of, not just one aspect of your personality. While as a covert narcissist who pretends to be an empath zooms in and hyper focuses on only one element that justifies their devaluation of yours. What have been your experiences? How do you think we can differentiate a covert narcissist from a true empath? Let me know in the comments. And with that, let's bring this episode to an end. Thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.